Guys, so fun fact to start the show today. I'm a I'm a tea guy now. Of what? Yeah, I just enjoy it. Everything. Wait, I can't hear John anymore. Yeah, hey John, why isn't it showing up on my program scene? It's only showing up on my preview scene. I my OBS has two photos. Yeah. Yeah, it's on my preview scene, but it's not on my. Yeah, seriously, Ty. I It's only the image is only showing up on the preview scene. It's not showing up on the program scene. So do you have a scene on the left, John, and a scene on the right for OBS? All right, we're good. What? Got it. Done it. Done. That's crazy. Nice. We got the trap door. We got the side door. I know. I hate that story, dude.
It, so
love that.
Moving on,
Well,
man.
listen,
Let's
guys,
talk about
welcome
my
to the
viral
Blevins
clip.
Bros Sports Show, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, we're not getting too much hate watching today from Tyler's multiple viral clips.
Dude, the
I've had
one
several people tell me the Lions suck and fly Eagles fly have been the first couple of messages in the
yeah,
chat.
the one Ty, the one you said about the Eagles and Chiefs, man, on prime time, we're gonna get so much flack if the Lions poop the bed on Monday night.
They won't. They won't.
I mean,
It's fine.
dude, but dude, they won't though. Like I think our offense has progressed significantly. I feel like, and the consistency, and then also like yeah, we might get like 40 dropped on us, but I think we'll keep it close, and it will be fun to watch. That's my
Right.
goal is this is not 40. And even by the way, even if it is 40-0, at least the Ravens are entertaining to watch. Like that's not my
Right.
like
Ty, I think
that's
here's
what
the
I'm
thing.
saying.
Here's the thing. The
I don't
one that
take back
actually
anything
like
I said, bro. I don't take back
grinds my
nothing.
gears the most, bro, is that the Minnesota Vikings USA Today made a post. Like nothing
I feel bad about
proves
that.
more that like people will do anything for clicks than finding a streamer who's a fan of a different team saying, I'm not watching until JJ is more fun to watch. Like
right.
out of context. I mean, you love JJ. He won us a championship.
JJ.
We are Michigan
Dude,
fans.
that when Andre sent that, I was like, how is that even a headline?
That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what
Right.
I'm thinking. And he's not even playing next week. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Listen, dude. Welcome to the Blevins Road Sports Show, guys. We have an announcement, as you can see, maybe on the screen already. Blevins Road Sports Show brought to you by
not supposed to have it up?
Underdog. Yeah. I mean, we have it on the whole stream. Yep.
All right.
Brought to you by Underdog. New customers play $5, get $50 in bonuses. Use code Blevins Bros. We're going to be sharing. We'll do an Underdog segment later and share each of our picks for this week on that. We'll also do our other picks as well against the spread. So check it out. Use code Blevins Bros. It's a lot of fun, and we're excited to be with them here the next few weeks. And
Can't wait.
the next
I
few months.
love I love their fantasy content. Like it's a
You've
great
brought them
site.
up in multiple sports shows. Yeah. It's good stuff, dude. So listen, guys, we're getting into this. We have a lot to talk about today. We have a lot to happen in week 2. We have a bunch of stuff coming up in week 3, and there's just a lot of news happening right now in the NFL. But first, I just want your gut reaction. You share anything. Talk. Give me your gut reactions after a pretty wild week 2.
Okay. If Tyler's gonna get roasted, I want to be on board. I want in on it. I'm with Tyler on the Eagles and the Chiefs. They're both incredibly boring to watch. A couple other reactions I have, boys. Colts kind of look for real. For the shoe, win the game.
We bleed blue.
Dude,
Packers.
I'm all in too.
Packers make teams look pedestrian. Like, can we just say the week after you play the Packers, you're just gonna drop in everyone's power rankings? And then
Except for the Browns.
My other reactions, Cam Ward is gonna be good. I think I really like watching him play. And then speaking of that Titans-Rams game, the Rams offense is stupid good with Dante. Well, with Devontae.
Yeah, he was cooking.
Like the relationship Stafford has with Adams and Nakua, like I hope Stafford stays healthy this season. Those are kind of my week 2 reactions.
Do you remember what I said about Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams trying to literally duplicate the exact same thing with Devontae Adams, so that that like Puka Nakua taking Cooper Kupp's place? It's working. I mean, but Devontae's actually getting great production there, which is awesome. Chris, to mention what you said about Daniel Jones. Listen, I think it actually is a little bit. It's even deeper than that, right? It's not just Daniel Jones and the Colts offense being real. I think you have to give credit. We have to give credit to the coach and the preparation going into this game as well, right? I think that the Broncos blitzed like I think it's like 51% of the time. I know that the statistic might be a little off, but they blitz they blitz all the time,
Right.
They blitz like man all the time. Daniel Jones has handling near historic level of blitzes to begin the 2025 season. He's been blitzed on 50 dropbacks over his first 2 games. Blitzed 50 times.
Yeah.
And over his first
Dolphins
and
did it a ton week 1.
And he handled it flawlessly against the Broncos week 2. Like he had an incredible showing. And I think that, I mean, dude, that just means that they were prepared, right? They were prepared. They knew exactly what the Broncos were going to do. They knew how much they were going to blitz them. And they were prepared for that. And they won the game because of that. So, I mean, shout out to the Colts and the leverage penalty that gave them an extra chance.
I'll be talking about that later.
Dude, I just want to say, like, a lot of people are saying, are the Colts like the Saints from last year, going 2-0 and no one thought they would, and then collapsing? I don't think so. I think it's very different. They have not punted once in 2 games.
Yeah,
that's insane.
You guys have watched Jonathan Taylor. Like he's hit over 22.83 miles per hour last game. Like he looks back.
He's back.
So
yeah, I don't know that I'm not like automatically using permanent markers saying the Colts are a playoff team, but they're so much fun. They were on the cusp last year. And if you're a Colts fan, like dive in. This is what it's all about. You're 2-0. No one thought you were going to be 2-0. You have a winnable game against Tennessee this week on the road. Right. Not going to be easy, I don't think. And have fun.
Who do we all think was going to take this division?
The Colts.
Oh.
No, the Texans. And they're 0-2.
The Texans.
and they're
Texans.
And the Texans
0-2.
look terrible.
So
Dude, Stroud looks like he's seeing ghosts again. I mean, it's a really bad regression, man. Like again, another bad year, and like
I
the
don't think
offensive
it's
line
on
again.
Stroud at all.
The O line's not helping him at
I
all. But because
understand.
they can scheme a little bit better then.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
dude,
they
the
need to be
motion
coaching
is
better, they need to be
terrible.
scheming better, 100%. But like also, I don't know.
Yeah, they're not
It's
doing
really-
easy button play calls for that offensive line or Stroud for sure.
Exactly, and that's not okay, right? And then obviously there's moments where he like makes bad plays as well, even without the pressure, and that's just not helping the case. And that's what I was like watching when I was watching that game. I'm just looking at it and I'm like, what is happening? But hey, another fourth quarter, last minute Baker Mayfield drive, ladies and gentlemen. We get cinema. I'm a Baker Mayfield fan for a long time. Now, like, did I say
him.
I love Baker, bro. I love Baker. Dude, he's got that dog in him, bro. Baker's like my mentality if I competed in football, like, and I was, I was completely raised differently. Dude, there's clips of him in college, like, pulling his junk, talking to the other, like, dude, he's the first to get up in your face. I love him, dude. And he wins
You
the
see
game,
him,
dude.
he goes down, gets hurt. He's like, it looked bad, by the way.
Up. Yeah.
It looked bad. Like I thought his ankle snapped on the replay. I was like, whoa! And then he just gets up immediately, starts talking crap.
CJ Gardner-Johnson just talking shit. Bro. He's like, "What you say?" Dude, it's amazing. So I'm a big fan of Baker, but the Texans again, they looked wishy-washy for another week, man. 2 losses, 0-2, not good.
Yup.
John, what about you, man?
Also, I mean, dude, yeah, like the Packers are annoying. Packers are annoying. They're good. In my opinion, they're playing the best in the NFC right now. They've played 2 really good teams, at least one really good team in the Lions, and then the Commanders, and made them look, like you said, Chris, pedestrian. And they're not even doing it. They're not even playing their best yet. That's the scary thing, I think, for the Packers. Like, I'm pretty sure the Lions are ahead of them, and it's only week 2. But if you're looking at DVOA stuff, you're looking at stats and offense and defense. Like they shot up after hammering the Bears, but the Packers could have won both of those games by 24 or more.
Right.
And so I think they're just going to get better. I think Jordan Love's going to be able to play better. I think Jacobs is going to get the ball run. I think they're going to be able to run the ball. Only concern I have with them is just their offensive line right now, because they've got a couple of injuries, and I think Jaden Reed actually just had surgery.
Yeah, collarbone.
So they were trying to see if he could go without surgery. He just got it. So they'll have to stay healthy. But man, they are the team to beat in the NFC for me. I'll triple down on the Eagles, dude. Like, we're gonna find out. Listen, they won the Super Bowl, and until again, proven otherwise, they're the champs. But 100%. They are going to have. You're gonna learn a lot this weekend about the Eagles, because that's their one weakness on defense is a secondary, and it's pretty good still. But it's their one weakness. And Stafford's going in there with Puka and with Devontae. And I think the Rams are going to put up some points.
Yeah, dude, they took it to him in the NFC Championship game when they had a better defense.
They did. Mm-hmm. And I think that they're going to have to put up points. Hurts is going to have to throw the ball. If you're an A.J. Brown or a Devontae Smith owner in fantasy, and you are just pissed because I don't think either of them have gotten, like, I think maybe Smith might have had 15 or 16 week 1, but none of them have had 20 yet. I think wait one more week, because I think if they're going to win this game against the Rams, they're going to have to throw the ball and go downfield and try to make some plays. So that one I'm really excited about. I think we'll learn a lot about both of those teams this week. And then, dude, like, come on, can we just talk about the Lions real quick?
Come on,
that was some chicken soup for the soul for me, dude.
Yeah.
I needed that. I told you guys last week in the show, I want to win by 10 or more and just go feel good about it. And we hung 52 on the Bears.
Ty and I, John,
all the way back.
Ty and I were like in the same room during that game, and I feel like the amount of times we stood up and like high-fived, it was like every other minute.
Yeah, it was
made up for the week before when we did it one time and it was called back.
Right.
Literally the pick 6, totally. I think we can all obviously just, like, I love that. Hang our hat on 52 points. We crushed the Bears. Great. It's exactly what we should have done.
Play action looked better.
Everything looked better. We saw more motion, more play action. I mean, our first play of the game was play action. I noticed that immediately, and that's exactly what you want to see, because we didn't do a lot of that week 1. But listen, I got to say something, and it might not be received the greatest or the best, but I think it's almost as bold as the Eagles take. It might even be more bold.
Oh gosh.
I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are the worst team in the NFL.
No, come on, you don't mean that.
I do, man. Did you look at Trevor Lawrence? Dude, this guy,
he's not playing well. He's not playing well.
He wasn't playing well last year. He was 5 yards past the line of scrimmage, 5 yards, and he didn't know it, and he threw the ball. Like, Dude, this guy, they lost to Jake Browning, who had 3 interceptions. They had 5 turnovers, and they lost to a backup, dude. What are you doing? The Bengals defense is not good, and you
That's
lost
true.
with 5 turnovers. I know Browning's not bad, but I do not care. 3 interceptions, 5 turnovers, you lose. Dude, they just look, they look like no one looks like they want to play on that team. I don't know, bro. I think Jacksonville is just gross, bro. That's all I'm saying, man.
I'm gonna give them some time. I'm gonna give them some time. New coach. You know, we'll see. But you're right. It's not looking good. They're definitely not the worst. But I like the hot take. I do like the hot take. My last thoughts, my last gut reactions from week 2 is that the whole, like, for clicks, people are loving to blame Caleb Williams right now and the Bears for their struggles. He's sitting at 16th after 2 games in QBR. Not my favorite stat, but he's sitting at 16th right now. He's the last one to blame, in my opinion, boys, for the Bears. Like, if I heard someone talk about an ESPN 1000 the other day, what has happened with the Bears in the last 10 years is like probably the worst out of every, including the Browns, the worst thing that has happened in any organization as far as how they're going about business. They hire a coach, they bring in a new rookie QB, they fire the coach, they bring in a new coach and force them to stick with the new rookie QB with the next year, and Trubisky. Do the same thing with Justin Fields. Fire the coach, keep the quarterback, bring a new coach in. He doesn't like the quarterback, get rid of him. Draft Caleb Williams. Hire Eberflus. Let him do it for another cycle. Like, it's insane. And now Ben Johnson goes there, and the Bears are just an absolute
And
mess.
then they
It's a revolving door.
extended polls.
And then they extend polls. Ryan Poles has drafted 0 Pro Bowlers since he's been the GM of the Bears.
They should have wiped
Sunday,
it clean. It should have been Ben Johnson and a new GM.
100%. Or it should have been Eberflus. It never should have been Eberflus. But when they hired Eberflus, it should have been Eberflus and a brand, like, all of it, to go all the way back. And they extended him. And here's like the kicker. This is where, if I'm a Bear fan, I'm just like so pissed because they just extended polls. When you draft players in the second round and the third round, in the second round, you're drafting starters. Unless you are like the Ravens, right? Maybe you draft for depth and future starters. If you're the Bears, if you're anyone in the bottom 20 of the league, you draft starters in the second round, guys you think can make the starting roster. They had 2 second round picks, healthy scratches against the Lions, inactive, from this year's draft, and their third round pick, healthy scratch. Colston Loveland, I think he has 1 catch, if that, in 2 games. Where's Luther Burden? I haven't even seen him on the field. So it's just not good. And I feel really bad for Bear fans because it's not Caleb Williams, in my opinion, guys, gut reaction from week 2 is on the very bottom of the list for blame in Chicago right now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't disagree with that either, JB. And you know, my buddy Grant said something interesting. He was just like, dude, it looks like no one on the team likes Caleb.
That's fair. I mean, Caleb literally texted his punter, "Hey man, don't get used to punting, bro. You won't need to."
And I do think, John, for the Burden part, I think they drafted him to replace DJ Moore. So I think
let me ask you this then, Chris. Does DJ Moore get traded before the season's over?
That would, so if Burden looks good, that would not surprise me.
Wow.
I think he's gone. I think DJ Moore is gone this year for the Bears. I think he goes to maybe Kansas City or maybe even Las Vegas Raiders.
Sure, man.
Yeah, that would not surprise me, John.
Here's what I'm going to say to sum up the week 2, right? To sum up all thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, we might be witnessing some of the best football we ever watched in our entire lives. I mean, I'm being completely honest. From week one, which was honestly was a highlight reel, it was incredible first games, to week 2, right? The Giants-Cowboys game.
That was
a beautiful overtime that
early candidate for game of the year.
Early, dude. We got Russell Wilson just throwing bombs down the field, getting caught by
That was crazy.
Dude. Then the Cowboys answered back, and then we hit a 64-yard field goal to send it into OT. And then we got punt, 3 minutes left. We don't think someone's going to win the game. Boom, Cowboys, another field goal from Aubrey. I need a jersey immediately. Right? That game was ecstatic. We got the Steelers, Seahawks, close all the way until the end. Beautiful game. Rams, Titans. That game was close at half. Titans could have won that game.
Yes, Titans were winning at half.
Yes, Patriots, Dolphins, 33-27, 2 punt returns for touchdowns, I think. Electric.
That's
Niners
crazy.
game, that game was close. Bengals, Jaguars, 4-point game. Bengals last-minute drive all the way down the field with a backup quarterback, dude. Lions hang 52 on the Bears. Panthers Panthers almost drove and won the game.
Onside kick.
Yeah, they
onside
got
kick
it.
recovery week 2.
And that was beautiful too, by the way. Like Broncos Colts again, Chris. We can segue into that because you wanted to mention something about that penalty. Again, Chiefs Eagles. That game was close, boring as hell, but it was close. Falcons and Vikings. Like that game, we don't want to talk about that. But I mean, great games. An incredible week 2.
Yeah.
So we're back, man. I'm excited, dude. This has been
All the way back.
phenomenal. This has been a phenomenal first 2 weeks of football.
Theater.
Cinema.
Tyler. Jags are awful to watch. Eagles are boring. Chiefs are boring. Football's back, baby. Best week of football.
Those were the worst games.
They were bad.
But I mean, if you like turnovers, the Jaguars Bengals game was electric.
Yeah, it's just defense is just taking the ball.
Yeah,
You want to talk about electric? Let's talk about JJ McCarthy winning NFC Player of the Week, Offensive Player of the Week, and then being 31st out of 32 QBs in total QBR the very next week.
Dude,
Vikings, it's gonna be okay, maybe.
I don't think so, man. Dude, it's almost
They have
like
a great defense if Van Ginkel's healthy.
that's not the point, man. He just looked bad.
Who was 32? Who is 32 in QBR? I know that. Oh, I think it is Bryce. I think you're right. There. I think it is Bryce Young.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. We were just done hyping the NFL. Let's not talk about Bryce right now.
Hey, listen, Bryce Young is a second half of the season QB. Bench him for 3 weeks, put him back in, and let him cook.
Yeah, get the Red Rocket in there for a little bit.
Chris, you wanted to say something about that penalty, by the way?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, talk.
Well,
about that
no,
leverage
it's part of
penalty
my
because
it's part of my spiel later, John. It's one of my awards.
All right, okay. All right, so let's listen. You guys know we talk all NFL here. We do spend a little extra time on the Lions in the beginning of the show and a little extra time on the Lions game at the end. This week, of course, primetime Monday Night Football, so we'll spend a little time there. We're actually going to go through a couple other things, some power rankings here, some overachievers. We'll do our touchdown, touchback, turnover that we did last year as well, and then talk some injuries, and then we'll go into all of our week 3 picks. We'll go into every single game. So if you're a fan of any team, we're talking about your team at some point tonight, but I just have to start because I personally have been defending Goff. And our good friend Jeremy Reisman from Proud of Detroit says, just shut up, John. Don't defend him anymore. Like, if people are going to hate him, they're going to hate him, even if he wins 5 Super Bowls. Just let it go. Like, his stats talk for themselves. If they're not going to listen to look at the tape, then just forget it. But I just want to bring this up real quick. Lions quarterback Jared Goff is the 4th quarterback in NFL history to complete 80% of his passes, throw for 6 touchdowns, and accumulate a passer rating of 125 through the first 2 games of any season ever. He's the 4th ever. And you can say, oh, it's against the Bears. Listen, there's a lot of bad teams every year that good quarterbacks are playing against. That's an incredible stat. He is number 2 overall in the NFL right now for QBR. For all the people who are bashing him after week 1 in his QBR, he's number 2 overall through 2 weeks. And that's a crazy stat. I got one more for you. Brian Branch, who, by the way, we have not signed yet. So for those who don't follow the Lions closely, we signed our other safety, who's very, very good, Kirby Joseph, to a pretty big deal last year in the offseason. Brian Branch might be better. Brian Branch and Ed Reed are the only 2 defensive backs since 1999 to have 30 pass deflections, 15 tackles for loss, 5 interceptions, 3 sacks, and at least 3 forced fumbles. He's 2 games into his 3rd year.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a beast, bro.
Think about that, bro. 2 games into his 3rd year, and it's him and Ed Reed. The old heads in here will know who Ed Reed is. The young ones won't, but he was an absolute freak.
Yeah, I don't want to dude, I don't believe in karma. I don't believe in juju, any of that. But I do want to say I was wearing my Brian Branch jersey during the game this last week.
He literally said he was. It's crazy. I was there. I saw it. It was awesome.
I love that. And by the way, a lot of people talk about Brian Branch's flags. You must be mistaking him for Tyrion Arnold, or you're a Packers fan, because he only gets flags against the Packers. He just can't control his emotions against the Packers.
Yeah, he pops off against the Packers.
He does not get a lot of flags.
Chris is like, remember where he was like, let me take that. Let me take this jersey off, right? Like immediately, oh man, that was funny.
Yeah, he does not. He really, look him up. Look it up. Look up his flags throughout the year. He's not a highly flagged player unless it's against Green Bay, and then he gets at least 2. So go Lions.
When do I stop saying maybe this week versus the Philly wide receivers? That's a great question. John answered that earlier. He thinks that's going to be this week. So,
well, it has to be. It's this week, or it's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, one thing that really bothered me about all the fantasy analysts this offseason, guys, they were hyping up the Eagles receivers because they were the 32nd in the NFL last year and Jalen Hurts was the 32nd in the NFL in pass attempts, right? And so people were talking about, oh, well, the Eagles had an easy schedule. So obviously now that they have a harder schedule, they're going to have to pass more. And everyone was saying that. They're like, oh, Jalen Hurts could throw 120 more passes. Who's going to benefit from that? Smith and Brown. And here we are through 2 games, and they don't need to pass. So it's like.
Yeah, because all they have to do is run it twice, get to 3rd and 2, and I think we all know the hit. We all know the rest. So.
Yeah, so we'll see for sure. Like
explosive offense.
Part of it is definitely game script, but we'll see.
Yep. Yeah, I think we'll learn a lot this week about both teams. All right, guys, let's go to this question for you. Who is the biggest overachiever? What team is the biggest overachiever through 2 weeks?
Can I go first? Because John writes a really good show, everyone. But every once in a while, he has one where I think there's only one right answer. So can I go first?
Chris is going to say the Colts. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm not at all. I actually think they're legit.
Oh, well, then there you go.
Okay.
Well, okay, sure.
Is that way?
So the biggest overachiever.
Hold on, Chris. It can be one of 2 things, right? It can mean someone who is supposed to be really bad, who's doing well, or someone that you just you think might still be good, but there's no shot you saw them starting 2-0.
Oh, so
you know what I mean? So
mine is they're 2-0 and they're that it's a mirage. That's mine.
Talk to me.
Okay, so the biggest overachiever right now, like if you looked at their division, by the way, there's 3 teams I believe in this division that are 2-0. And you look at them, you're like, oh wow, they're going to be competing for this division, and not if they keep playing like this. And that is the Arizona Cardinals. Through 2 games, they are the biggest overachievers. They have beaten the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers, and both teams had opportunities to beat them in the 4th quarter. I'm going to repeat that again. 2 of the worst teams in the NFL had opportunities to beat this 2-0 Cardinals team in the 4th quarter. Their offense looks the same as last year. I'm not seeing like a ton of, like everyone was talking about Marvin Harrison. Oh, they're going to line him up in the slot more. They're going to get him open more. And it's still, they just look the same to me. And if they look the same to me, then they're going to, like, Kyler's going to have those games where he just loses them games, especially against good teams. So I think the Cardinals at 2-0 are your biggest overachievers right now.
Yeah, also their defense got really banged up in that 4th quarter against the Panthers.
Yes,
and
they have
just against them.
They are on right now, assuming they're what's his name? I just had it. They could potentially be on their 5th string cornerback this Sunday.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Niners against the Cardinals this week. Niners are at home. I think that game could be very easy for them. But Chris, that was gonna be like, just looking at it, glancing at it, I think that was gonna be my overachiever as well. I want to say the Eagles, but that would just be too on the nose. So we're not gonna do that. Dude, I don't know. I don't know. I can't believe the Niners beat the Seahawks after the Seahawks kind of crushed the Steelers, but then the Bills crushed the Jets. John, you go. I gotta go last.
I'm actually, and listen, I'm not talking again. There's a couple ways you can answer this. Overachieving. I'm gonna go with the Niners actually. The Niners at 2-0. They beat a Seahawks team that just kind of whooped up on Pittsburgh. But man, like to go 2-0 with no Purdy, and yeah, I know Mac Jones as a rookie took the Patriots to the playoffs, so maybe he's not all that bad. But with all the injuries that they have, barely beating the Saints, but still doing it, like you could go either way with the Niners. I think they're overachieving in the fact that they're 2-0. They're overachieving that they're overcoming a ton of injuries. The all the jokes this week. I love that. Like, I think it's Bleacher Report that does like the comic, like the cartoon videos. Have you guys seen those? They do it once a week, and they like include all the teams in some way. This week was super funny. But they like the whole entire Niners team just showed up in an ambulance and they're like, oh man, what's going on here? And the coach is like, isn't this just normal? Doesn't everyone get hurt? So the fact that they're 2-0 with all the injuries they have and without Purdy starting, even though it wasn't against a bad Saints team, I think they're overachieving so far. I actually think that the Cardinals Niners team is going to be pretty close.
I do too.
I think Mac Jones is going to shred that defense.
You think the Cardinals shred them?
No, I think Mac Jones is going to shred that defense, dude.
Yeah, I completely agree. Defense, yeah. I love that.
Give me Jawan Jennings for 100 yards.
Gridiron, thank you.
Yeah, dude, give me.
Oh,
You know
wow.
what, dude? I'll give someone flowers that I thought was one of the worst quarterbacks in the league, and I didn't know he had a starting job. I'm gonna say Daniel Jones. I'm gonna say a person. Danny Dimes, dude. Let's go.
Overachieving.
Yeah,
Overachieve.
I
I
mean,
mean,
dude, no punts is
truly,
nuts.
no, dude, no punts, 2-0. I mean, that's obviously you can't sustain that. Like they're gonna stop this Colts offense eventually, but wow. I mean, that's definitely overachieving. He's playing really well. I mean, he's not playing really well. He's playing historically well against how much he's been blitzed at an NFL historical record. So, I mean, like people think that this guy was terrible, right? They wrote him off just like I did, right? And I'm not even a professional. I'm not even a coach, right? So they went in, they saw the exact same thing that we all saw every year when he played for the Giants. This guy's free, pressure him. But to that, Daniel Jones said, "No, I'm gonna have people that we're gonna be prepped. We're gonna have freaking people we're gonna be throwing to no matter what. We're gonna know the blitz is coming. We're gonna be ready for this. We're gonna coach for this, right?" And they went in there and they were able to beat out the Broncos. And Danny Dimes was able to play and perform incredibly well under that pressure. So yeah, he gives my overachieving. And I hope he keeps going too, man. I don't want anyone to fail in this league. I always say that all the time. Like I don't want the Eagles to suck. I think that their offense is just boring, like I said. I don't want anyone to do bad. So I'm really happy that Danny Dimes is popping off right now over there for the Colts. And come on.
If you're a
Go Blue.
Vikings fan, there's some silver lining here. I said this last week, and then he went out and did it again. And again, no punts is just nuts. But if you're a Vikings fan and you believe that Kevin O'Connell is the real deal, the quarterback whisperer, they call him in Minnesota, he looked at Sam Darnold, who just played pretty well against Pittsburgh. Okay, he threw up another pick, maybe two. But he looked okay. He had Danny Dimes on the team last year in practice every single week, but from the time they signed him until the playoffs. And then JJ McCarthy and O'Connell, the quarterback whisperer, looked at all those guys and Kirk Cousins before he left and said, "We'll take a shot on JJ." So he hasn't looked great in the first 2 weeks, other than the fourth quarter against the Bears. But if you're a Vikings fan and you believe in him, some hope there that he let those other guys walk, because Danny Dimes is going nuts. All right, fellas. Gosh, this one seems obvious too. It's okay, though. There's a couple different answers. What team needs to step up if they want to make the playoffs? Who are you calling out to get their shit together?
Get their shit together.
I've got
Fix
a lot.
the ship
I've
before
got
it's
a lot
over.
invested in this team.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it because I think it's actually what Chris is gonna say.
Chris has units on this.
The Texans.
Yes.
Bro, the Texans 0-2. Like, what are we doing? Dial up this offense. Get CJ Stroud cooking. Get Chris said, create motion, play action. What are we doing here? They should not be 0-2. Their defense is too. I feel like again,
Yes.
bro. Nico Collins, CJ Stroud, like Dalton Schultz, like they have guys, right? Like, what are we doing?
Dude, like Danielle, so between like Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter, like you could argue they have one of the best edge rushing duos in the entire NFL. Okay. They have, they got Stingley, they have some great DBs. Like when you look at like what they did to the Bucks and how often like they turned the ball over, how often they got 3 and outs. Dude, they turned the ball over on, it was like the 40, and Houston goes 3 and out and has to kick a field goal. Like can't even get a little bit closer to the end zone. Like it was just brutal, Tyler. And I'm with you. I picked the Texans for my step up team as well, because think about it, guys. All 3 of us put them in the playoffs winning the division. So if they don't win the division, like I had them like 10-7 and winning the division and in. If they don't win the division, they're not making the playoffs because no other, I think there's only one AFC South team getting in. So if it's going to be the Colts, then that means the Texans are out.
If that was a bet you could actually make, how many teams will make the playoffs in the AFC South? One would be like minus 10,000.
Yeah.
2 would be like plus 1,000.
Because a lot of people think there's going to be 3 from the AFC West.
Yeah. Yeah. My answer is a little different, guys. Actually, mine is the Broncos.
Really?
This is not the like they so far through 2 weeks. Again, there's a lot of season left, and the good teams get better as the year goes on. But the Broncos, I mean, they could have lost week 1. They win 20-12, bunch of turnovers from Knicks. Then they lose to the Colts. So you could argue that they could be 2-0, but you could also argue they could be 0-2. And so that's a team I have winning 13 games this year. Like I was all in on their defense, gave up 29 to the Colts. I was all in on Bo Nix taking a step forward. I was a little more reserved, I think, on Bo Nix than you guys were, as I am about Drake May as well. But man, I think the Broncos, if they're going to win that division and not let the Chiefs creep back in and not let the Chargers run away with it, I want to see them go in and compete with the Chargers this weekend and possibly win that game. And I think I'm picking the Chargers to win.
I think the Broncos can definitely win. I'm sure in my opinion, again, with that defense, and I think they can win every game if they dial up a nice offensive plan. But like, I agree, they look shaky right now for sure. And I think their defense is. I don't know how to. Listen. I think the Colts just were more prepared to play them, and like I think they knew exactly what they were going to do. I think they knew that they were going to go man and blitz like crazy, and they exploited that, and that was where they were able to get all their points. Right, Daniel Jones was prepared for those blitzing for that blitz, and like I think that's why they lost. Ultimately, I think that's why they put up so many points because they didn't stop. They blitzed them. I think 70% of the plays they rushed more than 4, and they were ready for that. So that was 100% a coaching win, and obviously Daniel Jones playing incredibly well. So like. I think that's what they needed. This is what the Broncos needed to happen early in the season, right? A little like your defense is now on tape, right? Like for an entire year. Like we know what you want to do. We know how your offense kind of runs a little bit too, and like you're gonna have to get a little bit more creative than just playing man and blitzing like crazy, and relying on Patrick Surtain. They were throwing to him. They were targeting Surtain.
Yep.
Daniel Jones was. That's like insane. No one does that. So, I mean, bro, that was a statement from the Colts, actually. Again, I don't have enough good things to say about them. So,
they've been such a fun watch.
All right, boys, we're going back into one of my favorite segments from last year. We'll bring this back every single week from now on, starting here week 2. The touchdown, touchback, turnover. So for those who are new or just tuning in, a touchdown, these are awards we're giving out to players or teams if you want, or coaches if you want. This a touchdown is someone that you're just gassing up. They played out of their minds. A touchback is just boring. I think I might know Ty's answer there. And a turnover is just like absolute garbage. What the heck happened? How are you in the league? How'd that happen? Chris, you want to start us?
Yeah. When we do all three at once.
Yep.
All right. With the Blev Bro Sports Show here. All right, my touchdown, touchback, and turnover for the week. This week, my touchdown goes out to the Atlanta Falcons defense. Okay, I roasted your front office during the offseason for getting an edge rusher and then trading back into the first round to get another edge rusher in James Pierce at 26 and like kind of ignoring your interior D-line. I was worried about how you defend the run. And then against Minnesota and that new highly paid offensive line, the Falcons defense get 6 sacks. Both rookies, both first-round picks get in on the action. And I think if you're a Falcons fan, man, that's got to be exciting because you never had that last year. So if you guys can do that, if Penix can keep taking care of the football, and you guys, I don't care that they kicked all those field goals. Like, they won the game, and their defense looks good. My touchback, we already talked about it, guys. It's the Texans offense. Like, with that offensive line, I can't even watch. Dude, Dan Orlovsky did like this huge breakdown today. I don't want to say he was like making fun of them, but essentially just calling out that offensive line with all the missed communication, guys going unblocked. And he was just
one.
Yeah, and he was just like, how is this happening? So I just Texans offense gets my touchback. And then my turnover, guys, the turnovers this week, you could have picked 100 turnovers with week 2 in the NFL. I'm giving mine to Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos coaching staff. You got this guy going in to kick a 60-yard field goal. Why are you even trying to block it? Like, getting a leverage penalty on an over 60-yard field goal, that's a coaching error. Like, what did you tell that player? Go get him, Hoss. Go win us the game. Like,
It's not Aubrey. It's not Aubrey kicking it back
right.
there.
This isn't. Thank you, John. So that's my turnover, dude. Like, let him kick a 60-yarder. Like, dude was so wide right. Did you watch his original kick? Oh my
Yes.
God, dude. Like, and then they get the leverage penalty, get 15 yards. Dude sinks it. Colts 2-0. So my turnover.
I just say, though, 15 yards for that is insane.
15 yards, I agree. That was insane. When they were like, when it went
Maybe
from a 60 to
10
a
at the most.
45, I was like, oh, so it's just like, it's a layup. Like 45-yard field goal down the middle.
As Lions fans, we've lost so many games like that where we're the Broncos there.
Or the Broncos.
Right.
And like, so I put myself in their shoes very easily, and I'm just like, oh man, 15 yards for that? That's insane.
Dude, wait a minute. Pass interference, the down to the 1 with 0 seconds left on the clock, but they get one play and it's Aaron Rodgers. Oh no! That's literally.
I'd almost rather it be 5 yards and an automatic first down. And there was not that much time left. So like, you know, oh man,
it's so good,
Yeah.
dude.
So the coaching staff there gets my turnover this week.
John,
all right, Chris,
so good, bro.
let's hear it, Ty.
Us as Lions fans, that happens to us all the time.
We do. My whole life we've lost like that. I mean, dude, hey, by the way,
what the pass interference? They picked up the flag. Like,
everybody's bringing up the last time the Lions played the Ravens. They're both very different teams. It was 2 years ago. We got smacked on the road. Gibbs' first touchdown.
I'll never forget that because we were in Vegas.
The year before that hurt me even more. The year before that, we played them in Detroit, and we had Lamar Jackson backed up with like a minute to go, 4th and 15. And he got a first down, like on 4th and 15. And I'm saying, and then Tucker broke the record for the longest kick in the NFL at that time against us to win that one at the last second.
Yeah, you're right. Forgot about that.
We're used to those. All right, Ty, you're up, dude.
All right, there's so many touchdowns, so I'm gonna give 2. I'm gonna give 1 to Danny Dimes. And we've already talked about why. So he gets one of my touchdowns. My other touchdown goes to a player. It's gonna go to Aubrey, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. 64-yard automatic Aubrey, dude. 64-yard kick to go into OT. And then how else is the game going to be won? It's not going to be through a touchdown in overtime. It's going to be through another field goal to win 40-37, a division game. Very important win. Aubrey, is it Brendan or Brandon? Brendan Aubrey? Brandon Aubrey.
Brandon, I think.
Brandon. Good job, man. What an absolute legend. Also, if you guys, for fun, I'm not going to explain it now, but look up his story, how he became a kicker. It's actually inspiring. It's really cool. It's a great story, man. So those are my touchdowns. My touchback, there's only one answer for this, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Eagles offense. I would rather take a paintbrush and paint my entire room and watch it dry than watch the Eagles offense. Ladies and gentlemen, Jalen Hurts with a astonishing 15 for 22, 101-yard game. When was the last time you saw someone like Jalen Hurts, right, of his caliber, of how much people talk about this dude? He's always flipping the ball and acting all macho and those, you know, and like and he 101 yards ever. Like, just snooze fest, touchback, disgusting. Don't want to watch it, and I never do. But I did, of course, because it's the Chiefs Eagles, so I got to see what happens.
Watch it.
You have to watch it. I have to watch these games so that I can tell you that it's boring, and that's my job. That's what I do for you guys. I'll fall on the sword for you guys. So if you guys are Eagles fans out there, don't watch it. I'll watch it for you and tell you how bad it is.
Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. Should have been Saquon. And then my turnover, the turnover. I mean, I got to give it to JJ McCarthy, bro. What are we doing? I mean, first off, like I think his electric, I mean, dude, again, like I want him to succeed. I want all of our Michiganders to succeed as well, dude. The only reason he wasn't getting completely obliterated last week, by the way, in the press, in my opinion, was because of that fourth quarter comeback. It was clean. It was beautiful, right? 21 points in the fourth quarter comeback. You beat a division team. You looking great. Congratulations, right? They're like, oh, it was nerves. Week 1, first 3 quarters, he was figuring it out. Well, guess what? He wasn't figuring it out, because here we are in the second game, another home game, by the way, and he was horrendous. He was terrible. He was, dude, he got sacked like 6 times, felt like more, probably pressured 50. Like this, he was just unaware. He didn't know where he was in the pocket. He wasn't hitting throws. Not good.
Ty.
6 points. What?
Do you remember the Step Brothers scene where they're interviewing with Seth Rogen?
Yeah.
And they have that like just nasty fart.
Yeah.
Like,
was that a fart? Was that a fart?
So literally, I
know.
feel like the beginning of that interview is JJ McCarthy against the Bears. And then the end
Yeah.
of that interview where they fart and he goes, I could taste it.
Yeah.
And he goes,
No.
you know what? Now the suits seem kind of up.
Now it seems kind of messed up, dude. 100%. That was true. That was 100%
That's what it
JJ
felt like after
McCarthy.
the second game.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? You're hired. I mean, you guys seem like great guys, and right. Was that an interception? I don't think so. Like, dude, it was not good. So the turnover goes to JJ McCarthy. I hope he gets healthy, and I hope he comes back because, like, do I want the Vikings to do well? No, because they're in our division. But, like, do I want JJ to do well? Right. Absolutely. I don't want it to be because he's not their guy. You know, and that's that.
Yep. So I made a bet, which I never do. Like, I literally never bet with people I know because why would I do that when I could just use an app and not have to worry about collecting money or like giving it, you know what I mean? But I made a bet with somebody from my chat who I've known for many years. He's a huge Vikings fan. And the bet before the season was that he said that the Vikings were going to finish ahead of the Lions in the standings. And I was like, okay, he's giving me straight 100 gifted. So it was like $500. So I was like, oh, shoot. So week 1, we get rinsed by the Packers. And they have that fourth quarter comeback, and JJ all of a sudden looks kind of good in that fourth quarter. And I was like, oh man, like, oh man, this is like if this is, are we this bad? Like, and then we just go out and hammer the Bears and hang 52 on them. And then JJ just looked really bad against the Falcons and then gets hurt. And now I'm like, now I don't have any worries at all. I'm like, listen, they could still win 9 games, but unless someone big on the Lions gets hurt, I think that's pretty safe. All right, touchback turnover for me, dude. My touchdown, you might think it's going to Jared Goff with 5 touchdowns, 3 to Amon-Ra St. Brown, but it's not. My touchdown's going to a guy who only has 2 catches so far this season.
Oh, wow. My God.
He's a rookie. Tesla on the Detroit Lions, rookie out of Arkansas. His first 2 catches in the NFL, one-handers. And not just like your normal 9-year-old kid who can catch a one-hander in the backyard right here in a perfect throw. Just extended at the top of his jump both times, gets the feet down. Unbelievable, dude. I cannot wait till they get him more worked in the offense. It's just, I can't believe it. I legitimately don't know. I asked ChatGPT. I couldn't find anything. I can't Google anything about it. I think he might be the first receiver in the NFL to have his first 2 catches be one-handers. Like, there's no way for me to prove that, but I don't remember it ever happening.
And they were both Odell Beckham level one-handed catches.
Full extension on the sideline, just nasty.
And they were both SportsCenter top 1s, which is insane. So, like, that's just absolutely fun. He's just a dog, and he blocks and he plays hard, and he'll do whatever the Lions want him to do, and that's who Brad Holmes drafts. My touchback goes to the Vikings offense. I actually, and here's the thing, I will say this again about the Vikings. Like, I just feel bad, dude. They're not as hurt as we were at the end of last year, but they're as hurt as you can get so far. Losing JJ, having Van Ginkel out, Darrisaw's not back on the offensive line. That another offensive line, I think, that wasn't playing in the game, and even another defender. Like, they're not healthy. But like, man, I really thought Aaron Jones got hurt now too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, quad.
Not that Aaron Jones was really moving the needle.
Right.
There.
He wasn't moving the ball, and he had 1,000 yards rushing last year. Like, here's a guy that I like. I think he's very good. I actually like the other guy too. I think Mason, maybe.
Yes, Jordan Mason.
Jordan Mason is their guy, and you can already tell that he's the one kind of lifting the heaviest.
I like him, but I would have thought they would be able to run the ball a little bit more so that they can give JJ some more time with some play action and some stuff like that. But their offense was just anemic the entire game against a good Falcons front 7, Chris, like you said earlier. And then my turnover goes to Geno Smith because I actually thought that game was like the most boring game of the entire weekend. I really expected the Raiders to be able to run the ball a little bit with Genty. He hasn't been able to get going yet. They're still splitting carries with him. I feel like give him the ball a little bit more. And Geno just making throws that, like, I mean, I think out of all his turnovers, like, one of them was like, it was a punt. You might as well give it a chance. It was 3rd and long. But man, Geno, he's accurate. Kurt Benkert sat on our show 2 years ago and said he's the most accurate quarterback in the league. And he did not look at all.
He dropped like 45 against us last year, right?
Yeah, he's top 5 in those deep ball accuracy metrics.
Yeah, but he just was off his game. It just was not fun. 55% completion, 3 INTs.
Yeah,
and I'll give him one of those INTs as a punt, but still.
Geno definitely was hungover, brother. He's in Vegas. Maybe we got to make sure. Maybe we got to keep an eye on this guy. You know what I mean? Maybe this guy's like going in a crippling gambling addiction there. he might have came from the craps table that night and showed up to the game like blitzed. You know, like. That's a possibility.
A possibility.
That's
All
a
right, that's
possibility,
our
my man.
touchdown, touchback, turnover. Again, Blevins Pro Sports Show brought to you by Underdog. Use code Blevins Pros. Play $5, get $50 back. Check it out. We're going to do our power rankings, guys. Week 2. I wonder if anything's changed for you guys since last week. If you even have your notes. I don't have mine from last week, so I'm not even sure if mine are the same or not.
Mine changed.
But power rankings, top 5 in the NFL through 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chris.
So I got an NFC team moving up and surpassing Tyler's boring Eagles. At 5, I have the Chargers. At 4, I have the Philadelphia. You might not like it, but they be winning Eagles.
Oh, I
3,
like that.
I got those other birds, the ones that the Lions see on Monday. 3rd, I got the Ravens. 2, I have the Packers now. I now have the Packers at number 2 in my power rankings in the NFL, and my number 1 team is Josh Allen and them Bills, baby.
We them Bills.
I can't tell if I love or hate that you start from 5 and go to 1. I think it builds suspense. But I think I'm going to go 1 to 5. You can do whatever you want, Ty.
Yeah, I'll go 1 to 5, man. I'll go Bills at 1. I'll go Packers at 2 as well, Chris. I mean, they're just slapped the Commanders, and I feel like they left points out there too.
Yeah.
Even against us, which is again the scary thing about the Packers and the position that they're in. They were just playing lights out. Packers are 2, Ravens are 3. God, I want to just drop the Eagles out of the top 5, but I can't because they're 2-0 and they win. So Eagles are at 4. They'd be higher if they could actually put up points on the board. You know, if Jalen can ball out and they can like win dominantly. You know what they remind me of real quick? They remind me of like the Chiefs, like last year's Chiefs and the year before that Chiefs. The Chiefs that are just winning games by 3 points and making it to the playoffs and making it to the Super Bowl, right? The Chiefs that just get it done. And like, you know, before Tyreek and before like just where they were just electric and crushing people.
Right.
Like that, they remind me of like they've entered that phase. Like now they're in it now, and they were kind of in that last year too, a little bit. Yeah, and then 5. Oh gosh.
Do it. Do it.
No. I'm not gonna. I can't do it, dude. I can't do it. Give me the Lions, bro.
Yeah,
Stop,
come on,
dude.
man.
I'm kidding. Give me the Chargers at 5. It's not the Lions. Lions are. I mean, again, we got smacked yeah. Give me, and we beat the Bears, right? Like, let's play the Ravens. We beat the Ravens immediately. The Ravens are probably going to stay exactly where they are. I'll keep them at 3. And I'll put the Lions at 5.
Yeah.
Slide the
I'll
Eagles.
I'll talk about Lions in the top 5 if we can beat the Ravens.
Beat the Ravens. 100%. We're not there yet. So.
Okay, so question before I get to 5 real quick. Am I allowed to have like a 5A, B, C, D? Where there's like 4 teams tied
No.
for 5?
No.
That's literally not how it works.
Okay.
John, put your foot down and tell me who the 5th best team in the NFL is right now.
Bucks there too.
Right, I will right now. All right. Number 1, give me the Bills. They just look ridiculous. Number 2, again, give me the Eagles until they lose, they're the Super Bowl champs. And if the Lions ever listen to me, if the Lions ever win a Super Bowl and somebody disrespects them after that when they don't have a ton of roster overhaul and starts just putting other teams there, no, someone's got to knock them off in the NFC. I should have even maybe put them above the Bills. Until they lose, they're the champs. So I'm going Bills, Eagles at 2. I'm going Packers at 3. And if they were to play each other tomorrow, I'd pick the Packers to win. Give me the Ravens at 4. And they very well could be as high as 2. We'll find out a lot on Monday. And man, dude, do I go Bucks? Do I go Rams? Do I go Chargers? No, I think the Lions have the 3rd best roster in the league, and I think we win on Monday night. So go ahead and give me the Lions at number 5.
Oh, he's making a statement, boys.
Awful takes. Clip it. Put it on Twitter. Don't care. Dunk on me. Ratio me. Lions are number 5. We're going to win on Monday, 2-1. All of a sudden, everybody's going to have them in the top 5. Or you think the Ravens stink? Okay. Let's go, dude. Power 5 rankings.
Wow. I like those. Honestly, dude, John, I respect the Eagles at 2. And you know what? I do agree. I don't agree like I'm going to put him there, but I understand why you're putting him there. And I do agree that
I just know the Lions are going to win a Super Bowl, and people are going to have them at 9 in the next year in their power rankings.
And even if they're 2-0.
Right.
Right. Like, again, okay, yeah, sure. That's fair.
Yep. Yep.
Also, honorable mention to Blake Corum getting a touchdown last week.
Hey, our boy.
Dude,
Yeah, come on now. I saw that.
that's what I'm saying,
go, Blake.
man. That's part of that Rams offense we were talking about.
Blake.
I was just gonna ask who scored.
Blake.
I was just gonna ask who scored a touchdown for the
Blake.
Vikings, but I don't think they got one, did they?
Bro, the first touchdown
Blake
was in the
Corum
fourth
had
quarter.
more touchdowns than JJ McCarthy this
Yeah,
week.
wasn't it 22-6?
So obviously, are there any first touchdown betters? First touchdown of the game betters?
Oh, I do a little here and there. I dabble.
The bet was alive in the fourth quarter in the Vikings-Falcons game.
Jeez, yeah, that was bad.
Come on now.
The only thing good about that game, in my opinion, other than watching Robinson just run the ball, because he's just insane. Chris, you're back. Was that Falcons front four? Like they were everywhere, all over that field. All right, guys, a lot of injuries this week. And Chad, if you want to throw some in, go ahead, because we're probably going to miss some. But I'll talk about the ones that I know of and that I've been hearing about. Jaden Daniels, so far, I think questionable. I think the last I heard a couple hours ago on Twitter was that he might practice Friday, but that's when we'll find out more.
I would be very surprised if he plays this week.
Yep. So you got Jaden Daniels with an injury. You got Joe Burrow going to have surgery if he hasn't already, and so he's out. I think they're saying 2 to 3 months.
Yeah, turf toe.
You got JJ McCarthy's 2 to 4 weeks. Half the Minnesota Vikings fans are wondering if that's even true or if they're just like being nice and trying to keep him out of the spotlight and saying that they just want to give him a rest for a couple of weeks. But I think he has a high ankle sprain. You got Justin Fields, who had a concussion, and then Kalijah Clancy, big injury. I think is he out for the year? Is that official?
Torn pec.
Awful news. So lots of injuries. I guess my question to you is, which injury concerns you the most? Like, which one of these injuries do you think maybe the team is going to have a hard time overcoming?
So I just want to say this for my Bengals fans out there.
Oh, and Mack, by the way, Khalil Mack too, big elbow injury for the Chargers, he's
on IR, not out for the season. The Bengals can do this with Browning. Hear me out.
I agree.
They normally start slow. Okay. The way that their coach calls plays for Burrow is very different to the way he calls plays for Browning. Like, Burrow wants to be in shotgun. Burrow doesn't like to turn his back on the defense. Burrow likes to have 5 wide receivers so he can, because he's like so good at processing that he can find the open guy quickly and like go. Like, they are going to completely change this offense to fit Browning. Last time he was a starter, he went 4-3. So let's just extrapolate that to 5-4. That would put them at 7-4. Right? Like, 11 weeks in, if they can steal a few more games, Burrow comes back late for a playoff push. I'm just saying. So I'm not as concerned as some people are with that injury. I'm more concerned, John, kind of with just the Cardinals' secondary and the Vikings' overall injuries. I think those are, with the competitiveness of the NFC North and the NFC West, they have 3 2-0 teams, and the Seahawks are 1-1 and look good.
Yeah.
So, like, the Cardinals cannot afford any missteps. So, I'm really concerned about those as well. I know they aren't as big name injuries as some of the big names out there, right? Especially the quarterbacks, but it's definitely the ones that are kind of scaring me the most.
Yep. And by the way, Jalen Johnson as well, number one defensive back on the entire Bears, but their corner out for the year as well. I think that's brutal. That's really brutal for a defense that's having a hard time stopping the pass right now.
I think he came back too early against the Lions.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's not good. Ty?
I'm completely in agreement with Chris on Burrow and Browning. I at the end of the day, also, it just seemed like, I mean, we were watching. Not only were we watching the game, but I was like looking at updates, and he was just literally yeeting the ball up Jamar Chase. I mean, this guy was just like, that's why he got 3 interceptions.
And
right?
that was without a week of prep.
Correct. So I legitimately worked, right? Strategy. Hey, big tree, fall hard, throw it to your number one guy. And I actually kind of think that's genius. if you have a guy go out and it's like, all right, well, we have one of the greatest wide receivers in the league, so just throw it to him. Like, let him make the play, right? Get in the vicinity, do that. I think they can keep doing that, and obviously with more prep, I wouldn't be worried. Also, I think they can win against Minnesota this week, simply just because Minnesota doesn't look great. And also JJ's not in, and who knows? That actually might be a good thing for them.
Yeah, here comes Carson Wentz, dude.
Yeah, I gotta say Khalil Mack. I think, dude. I think that might affect the Chargers defense a little bit, and could be the difference in some close games. Like not having a dog like him in. So, I'm gonna stick with that. I don't like, can't like when an impact player like that's out, man. It's never good, and it's bad for the league.
100%. My answer is actually I've just not been impressed through 2 weeks. I know the Commanders won 21-6 against the Giants week 1, but the Giants had 3 turnovers in the red zone in that game, and then the Commanders looked, dare I say, even worse than the Lions did against the Packers. What we know is a very good elite Packers defense through 2 weeks, and they were good last year too. So and they only got better with adding Micah Parsons. But I'm concerned about the Commanders' offense so far. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Jaden Daniels has been hit more than any quarterback in the league this year so far through 2 weeks. And he's struggling with an injury already. So I'm going to go ahead and say Jaden Daniels' injury concerns me the most, because if he does play, I just don't have faith that he's going to stay healthy. Like that O-line has to block for him. And I don't even know who. What's that?
Just it's Mariota.
Get Mariota in there.
That's what you're about to say. You don't even know who's going to play if he's out. Marcus Mariota.
Yeah,
and if you go back and look at every game that he played, every single time that man touched the field last year, he balled out.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think he's better than Jaden Daniels?
I think that he can run that offense the same as Jaden Daniels. And he did. He's done it several times.
Yeah, I'm pretty worried about that offense, because that offense with Jaden Daniels has just not looked good yet.
Yeah, well, maybe he's. I'm telling you right now.
You can tell. You can tell him and Terry missed those preseason reps.
Yeah, which that'll get better as the year goes on, right? For sure.
Mariota is a beast at that offense, and I think I think the steal of this week's bet is Washington -3 at home against the Raiders. I think Mariota I think he's going to hang 40 on him. He was relentless with that offense last year.
That's high praise.
The offense hasn't changed, really. Like, come on, he's going to ball out, and he's just as mobile as Jaden, if not more mobile. They design handoffs. He runs up the middle. Dude, are you kidding me?
He's not
mobile. He's not faster than Jaden Daniels.
He's fast, bro. He's fast. He's
quick. He's quick.
He's fast as lightning.
He's faster than Goff.
Look, all I'm saying is I love that spread. Mariota knows that offense. He's come in the third quarter and second half and put up 20+ points against teams that aren't awful. Like, I think they're fine. And I love them to crush the Raiders this week.
Wow.
All right, boys. That's week 2. By the way, I think I saw news today that the Washington Commanders have secured everything they need to build their new stadium that should be ready by 2030.
Yeah, in DC.
In DC. So if you're a Commanders fan, that's super exciting for you guys. We'll have the Commanders and the Bears likely revealing their new stadiums in the same season, which is kind of fun. Let's go. All right, guys, we're going to move into week 3.
Love it.
And we don't even have to save the Lions for last, because they're Monday Night Football, so they're automatically last on this list.
Right.
Love it.
And just so everyone knows, if you're waiting for some picks and stuff, we're gonna make our picks right now for each game. At the end of this segment, when we go through all the games, we'll make our spread picks, and then we're gonna do our segment brought to you by Underdog, and we're gonna do some player props, which will be really fun. So we'll have a parlay for that as well. All right, a nice play for you there.
Love it.
So here we go. Miami Dolphins. Already week 3. It took till week 3 to get an awful Thursday night game. Miami Dolphins at Buffalo. Buffalo is -12.5. It opened at Buffalo -10.5. Dolphins money line currently at +550. Over under is 49.5. I mean, I just want to say before we go into this game that Rice is playing Charlotte tomorrow night. College football, going to be an excellent game. That spread's 2.5. I'll be locked into that one a little bit more than I am this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll watch it. I love watching Josh Allen. So
yeah, I will always watch an AFC East show. Dude, I had a blast watching Patriots versus Dolphins last week. If only to rub it into John's face.
It was close. It was close and it shouldn't have been.
It was always going to be the Patriots, JB.
It was always the Patriots, John. I hope you're starting to believe now Drake May is him. Okay, guys. I'm going to tell you guys right now. Tyler mentioned it against Indianapolis, but they did the same thing to Drake May. There is no team blitzing more and not getting home than your Miami Dolphins. Do you guys know who the hardest quarterback in the NFL is to sack?
Josh Allen.
It's Josh Allen. So, like, they come in here and their defense is already trying something and not succeeding against some pretty shaky offensive lines. More so New England's offensive line than the Colts, but still. Now you're going up against the Bills' fantastic offensive line. Like, they like to run heavy more than almost any other team in the NFL. And then you got Josh Allen. Like, dude, I just think that this is a game I think Cook is going to put on a show. Dude, yeah, Bills by two tutties.
So you like the spread? I'm right there with CB. Miami just lost to one of the worst teams. I mean, we have the Patriots very low there. High ceiling, right? In my opinion, if their offense comes together and Drake May can continue to, but like, not that great of a team yet, right? Still young, and they lost. This is like, look at the offense still of Miami. It's so important to stress that they Tua, A-Chain, Tyreek Hill, Waddle, dude. Waddle and Tyreek 3 years ago, were getting 2 touchdowns a game. Tyreek's over for his is like 65 yards for receiving yards.
Wow.
He used to get that in a play. This man was getting 200 yards a game. Dude, it might be one of the greatest drop-offs in history from a sports betting perspective, like from a line perspective. Tyreek Hill, you used to get him you used to try to bet him when the line's open so you could get him before he it reached over 100. That his line was set for 100. Like you'd get him at 91 and be like, yes, I got him for 91 yards at plus 105.
Right. So after he gets a 70-yard touchdown, he only needs 21 more yards.
Literally, like he needs one more catch. So I agree. I think Cooks, Josh Allen didn't really have to do too much work last week. I think this game's a blowout. I love Buffalo minus 11.5. I'll probably slam it. I will slam it. Personally.
Okay, here we go. Here's my thoughts. Okay, you ready for this?
Talk to me,
Dolphins money line. Listen.
Yeah, what?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But here's the thing, for real, legit. Like, we went to training camp. I thought the Dolphins looked really uninterested. I thought Mike McDaniels just does not look like himself. I hope he's healthy.
Yeah, did you see his quote? Yeah. In order to win, you have to not lose.
Yeah, and like maybe when you're winning, like that kind of attitude he has, which I always found interesting and funny, is like fine. And maybe I'm only concerned about it because they look so bad and he makes them look worse. But if the players care at all about him and want him to not be fired 3 weeks into the season, they have to come out and play their best game and show that they love this coach and they don't want him to get fired, because everyone in that locker room knows that his job is on the line. It's a division game. 12.5 points is a ton of points. So like, the smart better in me is like, dude, take the 12.5 and hope it's a close game. And that everything I just said happens. The problem is I just don't think that they do like him. And I don't think that he really wants to be there anymore. And so that it just, I think the Bills win by a lot. I do. I'm not going to bet the Bills minus 12.5. I will never bet any NFL team minus 12.5. But I think the Bills win. I'm taking them to win that game.
Do you remember?
He's up the Ravens.
Do you guys? Do you guys remember when Gannon had that opening press conference as the head coach of the Cardinals, or like on HBO, whatever? Yes.
Who took the bus? Who drove?
So I do think there is a little bit of that going on with McDaniels. Like I think that they're picking clips that make him sound like, I do think he's getting clipped essentially. And that's not to say he should be saying it at all, but I do think it's getting taken out of context. And like the player straight up said, when asked if it was him or them, Tua was just like, we got to play better. It's us. It's not him. So maybe they have his back a little more than we think. But obviously once that narrative, you guys know how narratives are, man. Like once it leaves the train station.
Yeah, it's hard to bring back. 100%. All right, so we're all on the Bills and minus the points, even though it's tempting. I will not be betting that game though, except for maybe a little fun underdog play. All right, we got Jets at Tampa. Tampa somehow only a 6.5-point favorite.
I know. I just bet it.
Chat just said that earlier, and I'm assuming that they don't lie. No one lies when we're talking about sports. That Justin Fields already ruled out for this game.
Yes, Tyrod Taylor is starting.
Tyrod Taylor. Okay.
Yeah, dude. This is a game. I'm betting the Tampa Bay spread. Tampa Bay is in my don't overthink it. And I'm probably gonna tease this one up to like 8.5, 9.5. I think they win by 10 at least. And like, so get them at like plus 150. I might do it with the Bills too. I might
Hey,
take the
Ty.
Bills at like,
If the Bucks win by 10, going to be real hard for Baker to come back in the fourth quarter.
oh, true, dude. True. This could be a Baker 40 bomb, bro. Ekbuka 2 touchdowns. You know, we targeted him for another touchdown last game too, by the way, and he just dropped it.
Yep.
It was a bad
He
throw.
should have had that too.
Yeah,
It was a bad
could have had
throw.
it.
They should have. He needed to lead him more to the corner.
I wonder what makes them like look at us in Tesla. Is it because we're so deep that we're not like getting him nearly as involved as we're seeing Ekbuka on the Buccaneers? Like, why
So
is
he was a lot more NFL ready than Tesla is. With his route running, he was that guy. Like, dude, he's an Ohio State wide receiver. They print good wide receivers. He's smooth. He's got great hands. Like Tesla, I feel like if you're gonna say what's the best part of his game, it's his hands, 100%.
right?
Well, and his blocking, yeah.
Right. And so, like, there's a reason he doesn't have a ton of separation on these balls, but he's bringing them in. So,
Right. Okay.
Yeah, by the way, someone says Matthew Golden on the Packers hardly involved. Jordan Love and him will figure it out. Goff had a hard time hitting J-Mo in his full sprints year one because it's just he's so fast. You saw Love has sailed 2 or 3 already to Golden. They'll get that as the year goes on.
yeah.
By the way, Aguka added to the injury report, guys. So he might not play. Yeah, he might not play this week, which is probably partially why that spread is 6.5. You might
Oh,
see
that's
that
right.
climb.
He was getting his waist and quad wrapped on the sideline, and he had to come back in. Yeah.
Yeah, he did not practice today. Baker was a full go. So keep that in mind as you're thinking about this one. But give me the Bucks. I'm taking the Bucks in this one. I was so excited to see Justin Fields this year, guys. After week 1, he was everything I thought he couldn't be, and then just nothing against the Bills, and then concussed. And the Bucks are rolling. We'll see if Tyrod Taylor can get something going. But I'm on the Bucks as well.
Same.
All right, Colts Titans. Colts are minus 3.5 only against Tennessee on the road.
So, Chris, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and then I'll let you finish. I think that this is a winnable game for Tennessee with how they've been playing. If they go into this to dude, they don't blitz Danny Dimes. Like, be creative if they're creative with their blitzes on defense, and they don't repeat what they just did with what the Broncos just did.
Can I get you a little more excited, Ty?
Get me excited, please.
So I want to apologize because I don't know all of the Titans defenders. So if you're a Titans fan, I'm sorry. During the Rams game this week, guys, there's this play where their linebacker lines up like right over the B gap, like basically showing Stafford blitz, right? And then as Stafford is hiking the ball, he just hightails it to the sideline. And Stafford throws a sideline route. Doesn't even see the linebacker interception. And they did the same thing 2 weeks ago, Ty. So they've gotten 2 picks. Oh, no, I think the first linebacker dropped it in week 1. But the second one didn't. And so if they're going to get like that against Danny, Ty, absolutely I think that they can do this. They picked off Stafford.
I'm taking the Titans to win this game.
Really?
Outright, yeah. And it's no disrespect to the Colts. Like I like them. I told you guys in our show a couple weeks ago, I think they can actually be pretty decent this year, especially if Dimes is better than Anthony Richardson, and he has been. I just think we're gonna learn a lot. We'll learn a lot about the Colts this week. If they go in and win by 6 or more, I will. They'll be all the way up in my top 12. If they can win by 6 or more and just show it again. I just want to see it one more time. So I'm taking the Titans for now.
Interesting.
Can you give me 3.5? Sure.
I like the 3.5. I think if I had to pick the spread, I'll pick that. But I'm going to take the Colts to win this. I have to be smart here. I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to take the Titans because I think they're going to play a great game. It's like I'm going to put respect on the Colts, man. 2-0. They're playing well. Haven't punted in 2 weeks. Chris, what are you doing?
I'm thinking about what I want to do.
I gotta go Colts.
I'm on fire this year, boys.
Yeah.
you taking, Chris?
I agree with John. I like Titans plus 3.5. Give me the Colts in a close game. In a very close game.
Sir.
I like it when it's
Yes,
you
sir.
versus me. I'm gonna get one of these.
You're not, John. You're
Just like I kicked both your asses in fantasy football. All right, so we got Raiders at Commanders. Commanders are minus 3.5. It opened at Commanders minus 6.5. I'm guessing that's because of the Jane Daniels question mark there.
I'll tease it back up to 6.5. Get those odds.
There you go. Over under is 43.5. I'm shocked at that, by the way. It opened at 47.5, went down because of Jane as well, but 43.5 is the over under for the Colts, Titans, and the Raiders, Commanders.
Yeah.
I think Genty can get
Dude.
going in this game.
Listen to me, dude. Washington Commanders by 1 million. You guys are all gonna come back.
It's a game they gotta have. It's a game they gotta have.
They gotta win this game. You guys are all gonna look at me and you're gonna text me while this game's going on. And you're gonna be like, Tyler, Commanders are cooking. I could see it 14-0 first quarter. Mariota just dominating. Like I'm gonna, dude. First team to score, Commanders.
Even with Mariota, like we're just gonna learn a lot again. Like think about it. Think about like okay, the Packers, like I said earlier, John reiterated, they're just making teams look pedestrian. So if you flip the script, week 1, the Commanders looked amazing against the Giants, who just took the Cowboys to the bell. Right? Mm-hmm. They held them to only 7 points. Russ looked awful. People were already talking about Jackson Dart. And then we play the Packers, get walloped. Then we go play our divisional rival. We look great again. So, yeah, I just still don't know what this Commanders team is. And I think the Packers are kind of unfair right now. They're just making teams look bad. So, John, I don't know where the Commanders are. I'm going to pick the Commanders in this game, even if Mariota starts. But, dude, this is a game where if you guys already know what Gino's capable of. And Genty, like, I think it's a matter of time before the game slows down for him. So, I'll say Commanders in a close one.
Ooh. Yeah, I probably won't be touching this one, to be honest. But I'll take the Commanders to win. I'll take the Commanders to win. I'll take the Commanders to win.
No respect for my opinion. It's crazy.
They're not in your don't overthink it, are they?
No, they're not.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you can't say that.
Give me the Raiders plus 3.5. If I had to pick, but I'm not touching it. But I like the Commanders to win this game. I just think it's a big game. Listen, I know I keep saying you're gonna learn a lot. Week three and week 4 are huge for me when I'm evaluating a season. Very rarely do you have a Rams thing that happened last year where they start 1-4 and then end up going to the playoffs. So we're gonna learn a lot about the Raiders, dude. They play the Commanders here, and if they can somehow win that game, they go play the Bears before the Bears bye week. And if the Commanders and Bears can both take wins from the Raiders might be cooked. So I'm gonna go Commanders to win the game, but I think that the Raiders would cover, and I think it should be close-ish, especially if Jane Daniels isn't in.
I agree.
All right, we got Rams, Eagles. Eagles are minus 3.5. Oh, baby, I can't wait for this game. Tell me it's at 1. Dang it, dude. My kid has a football game at 1, so I'll have to be checking on my phone. I'll be able to watch the second half. But yeah, at Philly, line opened up at 45.5. It's now 44.5 for the over/under. You get the Rams money line at plus 160, fellas.
Give me the Rams.
Give me I think I said Eagles. Did I say Eagles my pick? Then
give me the Rams. Let me say why. They did this without Devontae, right? They were right there in a snowy playoff game in Philly. They've been in this environment. Stafford, dude, everything you've wanted to see from Hurts, Stafford has already put on tape this year through 2 games. Did you guys see the no-look pass to Devontae with it when he's got a guy draped on him, and he just like, this is a team where if the Eagles are up 20-0, I still think the Rams can come back and win. So yeah, the game starts at 0-0. Give me the Rams.
Ty?
Give me the Rams, dude. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. We got Hutch in the chat. He says, we outclass the Rams in every way, except that the Matthew Stafford's an actual quarterback who knows how to throw the ball. So give me the Rams. I think they slapped a little hiney off the Eagles. Gosh, I hope they dominate them. And listen, they almost beat you guys last year too, by the way, if it wasn't snowing. So give me the Rams, dude.
I
That's it.
disagree, dude. I actually disagree that the Eagles outclass the Rams in every way. Like, I disagree hard with that. I'd rather have the.
Not at wide receiver.
Like, I'd rather have. Again, I'm not saying I'm not. They're completely different teams. They play completely different football. Like, completely different. But give me Stafford over Hurts all day. Give me so I want the ball in his hands in the fourth quarter. Like, give me, yeah, dude. This young front four can, I think, maybe contain Jalen Hurts, and he hasn't really had to deal with that yet this year. Yeah, I think the Rams. I think this is a good matchup for the Rams. If you can have a good matchup against an amazing Eagles team, I think the Rams has it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I will be absolutely hammering the Rams plus 3.5. I'm talking 4 or 5 units on the Rams plus 3.5, and then I'll sprinkle a unit on the money line as well. I do think that like the Eagles, if they can throw, if they go downfield, because they're gonna have to. Here's the thing: they might even like Stafford might throw a pick. He's good for a pick, but they're gonna score touchdowns. Like the Rams are gonna score 24. They're gonna score 24. Can the Eagles score 27? And like the only way that's gonna happen is if AJ Brown and Smith combine for 125 yards or more. I think. I just don't think that like they're gonna make Hurts throw. And so give me the Rams plus 3.5. And I just want to see it, bro. The Eagles can make such a huge statement for this season. They already made a statement last season. They make a huge statement by winning this game, favored by 3.5. But give me the Rams. And by the way, if you're an Eagles fan, maybe be slightly concerned that the spread's only 3.5. If they're giving the home team 3, they're calling it a pick 'em in Vegas. So that's interesting. Look at us, guys. Our chat is going to be so on us next week if the Eagles win this game, but that's okay.
Dude, this has my pick. My pick has way less to do with my thoughts on the Eagles than it does with my thoughts on the Rams.
Yeah, Stafford's still balling, dude. Still balling. All right, we got Falcons minus 5.5 on the road at ties Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, I'm gonna slam that, dude.
Over under 43.5. Another low one.
I'm gonna crush that. You saw what the Falcons defense did to and the pressure they got. Oh yeah, it's over, bro. 6 sacks on the Vikings, 10 on Bryce, bro. The Cardinals were getting the Bryce Young. Like, it's not even a question. This game's gonna be a blowout. And again, the only reason that the Carolina started even put up points on the Cardinals was because the Cardinals just got like 4 different injuries in that game that allowed their wide receivers to actually finally start to get some separation. A lot of injuries in the secondary. So, and it still didn't look that clean. So give me the Falcons. I'll take them -5 as well. I think they cover. And the Panthers are 0-3.
Yeah, just the way the Falcons play offense, right? Like, dude, they have Bajan who can beat you just laterally any way you want. Like, might be the smoothest runner in the NFL, right? And then they've got Algier who just can run it down your throat. Penix.
Should we take his over?
I know Penix hasn't been hitting. Like, people are who have Drake London are like, hey, this is kind of a slow start, but they're close, right? Like, they're close. He's got
London had a big drop, by the way, on Sunday.
And a fumble.
Yeah.
So, and this is like, dude, they just did this against Minnesota's defense. So you're going to sit here and say that they can't play this ball control. We're going to score every drive. It might not be a touchdown, but we're going to put points up every drive. Yeah, I like -5, and I like the Falcons here.
If you're a Carolina Panther fan, probably one of your biggest complaints outside of your owner is just that there's really no home field advantage these days. Like either there's no one there or it's filled with the other team. Falcons fans actually travel surprisingly well. So yeah, I'm with you guys. Give me Atlanta in a landslide. Actually kind of shocked it's only -5.5. Maybe there's something there to consider. It did open at -3.5 as well, and then moved to 5.5. So that's interesting. But Bryce Young, man, can you do it, Ty? This could be what you predicted the last 8 weeks of last season. Bryce Young and those Panthers.
Not the team to do it on. Not the team that I think he can do it on. He's got to have help with the line. They're not there.
I also just want to warn
So
people because you guys know how high I was on T-Mac coming into the season. Like I kept saying the Panthers are going to be in these games where they have to put up points. They have to throw the ball because their defense is not good. Guys, they are leading the league in dropbacks right now. Like, so Tet is seeing 9 to 11 targets a game, but he's only got 18% target share. So like if they don't have to throw as much, then T-Mac doesn't become as good of a wide receiver. So just something to think about, guys. Percentages are more important than volume.
Yep. All right, we got Texans, or all of us are on the Falcons in kind of a big way. Texans at Jacksonville. Jacksonville -1.5.
I'll take games.
Another
I will not be
low
watching.
over under.
I'll be taking games I will not be watching for 5,000, Alex.
It's at 1 p.m. with a bunch of other good ones on, so you're right
This
there.
game will not even be close to being on my screen when
My
I'm
eyes will be
watching Red
glued to
Zone.
this game.
Are you serious, Chris?
Dude, I have CJ Stroud in Dynasty.
I like the under here.
Yeah, they might. I just don't see how Jacksonville's going to score against that Houston defense.
And I don't see Houston scoring because they're just Houston. So
Yeah.
I like the under at 44.5. I'm going to say Houston wins this game. I think they have to win this game. I think they'll pull out all the stops. And I think that their defense will. I mean, bro, Trevor Lawrence is just going to have a rough game. So
Yeah, I actually like the Texans here. I think this is a team with, and again, they could make me look real dumb here. So, but I think this is a defensive front that they can handle, that this offensive line can handle a little bit more than the Bucks and Bowles in particular. Like, he's pretty good defensive play caller. And I think it's a get right game for their offense. And then it's just, can T-Law put up points? And dude, I might say something kind of controversial here. I think what they invested to get Hunter is not worth it. Like the picks they gave the Browns to move up to get Hunter. And again, I know it's early in the season, but I don't like, if he's not going to be an impact player on offense and he's not going to be an impact player on defense. What are we doing here?
Give me the Jags.
yeah, you're insane.
Yeah, give me the Jags, dude. I think Brian Thomas. I think Brian Thomas gets it going. They're at home. I do think they have a little bit of more home field advantage than the Panthers do. It's not great in the league by any means, but like, this team has a new coach. They believe, they're hopeful. Brian Thomas hasn't been able to do anything yet this year. Guys, I think I saw a tweet that he's like not even a top 50 receiver right now.
He's top 5. CeeDee Lamb's number 1. He's top 5 in drops. He's already got like 3 drops.
Yeah, so brutal. But I think they can get it figured out here. I'm definitely not taking a -1.5, but I might throw a little splash on the money line. I think they win. Go get it, dude. Texans go to 0-3. We have a huge conversation next week.
Yeah, I think Texans win.
Not going 0-3. Texans win.
Green Bay -7.5 against Cleveland at Cleveland.
Slam.
Yeah. What do we say about the Ravens? I literally said tease it to -14. Was I wrong?
You weren't wrong.
I teased it to 13.5.
And you won that bet. Congratulations.
I put 10 units on it, which is like what we call a mega mortal max. Very rarely should you do that. Slammed it. W's in the chat, man. Big win.
Yeah, I just think, dude, the Green Bay outclasses this team in every single way. Every single way. I think that they're going to get off to a hotter start. Like, so the game was actually kind of close to the first 2 quarters. Just because Cleveland's defense is that, dude, they looked great. They looked great against the Ravens offense in the first half. And then, you can only do that for so long if you're not going to put up points.
Exactly.
And I think that Matt LaFleur is going to have a better offensive game plan. Obviously, I think the Packers are going to be ready to rock. They're going to have answers to that defense, and give me the Packers by 10.
Really?
Minimum.
I like 9.5. They're at -8 right now. Tease that up. Get a plus odds. There's a couple of games I like for that, by the way. I might do a little something like that. Call it like a juicer magooser. What I'd call it. Anyways, yeah,
I'm not.
I'm right
Go
there
ahead,
with Chris. I'm right there with Chris. I think that it would take an absolute miracle for the Browns to win this game. With how dominant the Packers have been looking on the road, don't care. Give me GB. I like the -8 too.
And think about where they have their matchup advantages, John. They have two huge matchup advantages with their tight ends, Fannin, their rookie, and Njoku. And Green Bay has the linebackers who can cover them.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm not disagreeing. I'm just like not super high on them on their first road game this year, -7.5 against a good defense. What the Packers have done, the reason that they have made everyone look bad is their defense. Their defense is nasty, and so I very much worry about Cleveland's ability to score here. But like Jordan Love is doing okay. He's made some great throws, some good reads in the first 2 weeks. Jacobs hasn't been able to get it going yet. I don't think this is the week he gets it going. And so in order to cover 8, I mean, he's going to have to find Golden, I think. You got Reed out. They're going to have to use their tight ends for sure. Love Tucker Kraft and Musgrave. They're awesome.
10 people caught the ball in the first half against the Lions from the Packers.
No, I understand. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is I don't love them. I don't care. Listen, it's 7.5 for a reason, guys. There's this.
Bet on. Then right now, put your money.
I I'm not.
Right now, pull out your phone. I'm
telling you.
Bet on the Browns. Bet on the Browns spread.
I'm telling you right now that I'm not touching the game. That's
bet on
okay.
the Browns spread, Jonathan.
I'm not betting on the Browns. I'm not betting on the Packers either.
Then get your little chirpy little ears out of Chris and I's Packers -8.5. Get it out of here because we don't want to hear it.
All right, I'll send you the slip. I'll send you the flip.
Thanks,
I'm taking the Packers
John.
to win.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Give me the Browns to cover.
Wow, there it is.
7.5 points is a lot of points. Give me the Browns to cover.
Okay, thank you, John. Appreciate it.
I got you, dude. All right, we got Steelers, Patriots.
Dude, this is not going to be an interesting game. If
Steelers -1.5 Patriots.
This might be TJ Watt's coming out party this year.
I'm going to have to go Steelers money line. I'll take them to cover -1.5.
Same. I'm not sold yet on the Patriots. They need one more year. Give me the Steelers.
Bro,
dude, you keep saying that.
Yeah, they didn't look great last week.
Yeah, their offensive line is still there. It's still not great, John. But
yeah, John, you see,
give me TJ Watt.
You see your viewer? Ty's fed up with JB losing them their parlays these last few weeks. Chris and I are 2 for 2 on spreads for our bets, and you are selling.
I am up massive.
No one cares about what you're up massive. We care about the bet.
I'm going to fade your spread this week.
Stop.
I might do it.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
I might do it.
You won't.
I'm fading it.
I might.
By the way, can we? You want to talk about that? The one that missed for me was the Cowboys -4.5.
Yes, it was.
Cowboys
was the one that missed.
And they should have rinsed the Giants. They should have rinsed them. That was embarrassing by the Cowboys defense. Embarrassing.
Yeah, John, no one here, none of our wallets are looking for your excuses right now.
Literally. And guess what? You being up that's not money in our wallets either.
Who does that help? Does that help me?
Every single day I share a play. Every single day I share a play. Who hammered the Falcons money line? Me. Who hammered the Vikings? Tyler.
Why don't you save these incredible parlays and spreads that you apparently hit? Why don't you share them with the class?
I share them every single day on my stream. That's what's so bad.
So we can win.
Thank you, Tyler. Dude, Tyler's actually it's funny because Tyler is like the celebrity in this family, but he's speaking for the common man right now.
I'm speaking for the common people, dude.
We'll get it. We'll get back on track here with the sports show pick. Okay?
Thank you. All right,
we're chilling.
All right, so we're taking the Steelers -1.
I do. I like the Steelers. I just, dude, the way the Patriots have been moving the ball and the way that Drake May has been operating the pocket, it's a whole different ball game when you got to deal with the TJ Watt. So I do think that, as much as I love the Patriots, John still doesn't understand why I love the Patriots. It has everything to do with Drake May and nothing to do with anything else. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really hard game for them to win, and I'm taking the Steelers.
Same.
1 second.
Johnny, you're looking a little red there. You all right?
Yeah, I'm always this color. Drake May 15th in overall QBR so far.
Yeah, played a heck of a game.
Quarterbacks that are ahead of him. Penix, Mac Jones.
Dude, QBR is a bad stat.
Just letting you know. Dude. I want to see it. I still haven't seen it. I'm also on Pittsburgh -1.5.
He played the best game of his career against the Dolphins last week.
Against the Dolphins. They're going to fire the coach this week.
Oh, my God.
Bengals, Vikings. Vikings are -3.5. The battle of the backup quarterbacks.
Dude.
Give me
I hate that, by the way. Week 3 battle of the backup quarterbacks is annoying.
Give me the Vikings. Give me the Vikings. I'll take the Bengals spread.
This is in Minnesota, right, John?
Yeah,
It
it's
is in Minnesota. Yeah. The last time, hold on, real quick.
God, this is such a hard game to call.
So it said $5.
Carson Wentz, dude, Carson Wentz could come out, and I just want to say this to everyone listening. Carson Wentz is the first quarterback in history to play a game for 6 straight seasons for 6 different teams. Okay.
He's right up there with Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield did
No,
that
it's worse than that. And I will say this right now, guys. If you play for a team and then never ever get asked back, like there, and again, I just want to put this in your heads. I want to plant this seed. There's a chance we watch Carson Wentz just burn this thing to the ground this weekend. And that is why I'm taking the Bengals.
The last time Jake Browning played the Minnesota Vikings as a backup when Burrow was hurt was December 2023 when he led the Bengals to a 27-24 win over the Vikings and threw for 324 yards and 2 touchdowns. And at the end of the game, called it his revenge game because he was on their practice squad. And he said, "You never should have cut me." Give me the Bengals money line.
Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals, and I hate it, and I hate this game.
Yeah, I wish that one was a little later because I actually kind of want to watch the battle of the backups, but I will not be able to watch that one. All right, Broncos at Chargers. Chargers -2.5.
This is one of my
no
games.
Khalil Mack.
This is one of my games of the week, though, man.
Chargers. I just got to go with the Chargers. If we're looking at quarterbacks, dude, I think Justin Herbert's and Bo Nix. He's not even close. It's not even close. I think
Dude,
the
Chargers defense has been suffocating this year.
Yep. And I think that, and here's the thing too, dude, is their drives are like they're elegant, they're clean, they know what they're doing. And I feel like the Broncos offense right now is just so, what's the word I'm looking for, dude? It's like not repulsive. It's just not consistent, right? They're running the ball. They're not running the ball. Bo Nix is throwing 3 interceptions. He's not throwing, like, it doesn't. Give me the Chargers.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they have a rhythm yet.
I completely agree. I give me the Chargers. I think that they're better coached. I think they're just prepped. I think the Broncos, after losing last week, I think they're jarred. And I think they had a much tougher matchup as well than the Chargers last week, or against the Raiders. So
yeah, give me the Chargers. They've been a team that's really surprised me to start this year. And if you would ask me this 3 weeks ago, I would have said Broncos. Yeah, give me the Chargers till they give me a reason not to pick them.
Yep. The only thing that concerns me about the Chargers in this game is like they just haven't been running the ball super well. Hampton, like we need to see him get going. But give me the Chargers, and I would even maybe tease that down to like -4.5. Yeah. Bo Nix could be Bo Nix. It could be a huge game for him where he comes out and he's like, I'm picking up where I left off last year, and those last 2 games are not who I am. But Herbert's dealing, dude. He's dealing. And I like their defense. So give me the Chargers -2.5, maybe tease it down. And I don't want to take a victory lap here, but I told you guys that Keenan Allen was going to cook this year. Okay. And he's cooking. The connection's there. He hasn't skipped a beat. He's cooking. What does he have? 2 touchdowns? 2 or 3 already in 2 games?
Who?
Come on, dude.
Who?
Keenan Allen.
Oh, yeah, he looks great. I just
great.
saw the Sunday night game and just vomited in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I don't know it yet, so don't tell me. We got Saints, Seahawks. Seahawks are -7.5 at home.
Slamming.
So many points, but the Seahawks win for sure.
Megamax.
Oh, welcome, guys. Welcome to the Seahawks. Welcome to picking the Seahawks, boys. Your first time this year.
Playing the Saints. They're playing the Saints.
I just want to say, I just want to say welcome. I picked them in the first 2 games. They should have beat the Niners, and then they did win quite handily.
Listen to me. You tell me right now that you got a team like the Seattle Seahawks who put up 23 points on the Steelers,
and almost beat them by 21 points. And now they're only -7 favorites against the Saints. At home, come on now, man. This might be the freest money I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to pick the Seahawks here money line. I'm going to swim to -7. And once I win all the money for my winnings, of course, I'll be buying a yacht and sipping some rosé and water. You're welcome to come and join me.
Love that.
I love that.
I'm all over
Tyler.
the Seahawks. I will not be watching that game.
That is
thank
one
God.
game that I will not be watching because
thank
I
God
will be
Broncos
too
and
busy
Chargers are-
watching the
I'm a-
Broncos, Chargers, Cowboys, Bears, and 49ers, Cardinals.
I'm gonna fly there. I'm gonna watch it in person. Seattle
Do it.
Saints.
All right, hey, dude, send me out. I'm in.
You're winning
Hey,
a mortgage on it. Go
send me
ahead.
out. I'm in, Ty. I'm in.
Get me in there, dude.
Cardinals.
Just
at
get me
Niners,
home by my
Niners,
doctor's
Niners,
appointment on Monday.
I can do that.
Niners -1.5.
Yeah, bro. I love the Niners. We talked about this.
Wait, they're minus
talked about
9.5.
1.5.
Sorry.
Oh, wow. I was like,
49ers are
what?
-1.5.
Yeah, no, dude. We looked at it. The Cardinals just barely beat two of the worst teams in the NFL. And the Niners are 2-0. And
Dude,
with
Mac
all
Jones looked fine.
Mac Jones, bro. What is this spread? Only 2.5 points. Slamming. A lot. There's money to be made this week, dude. They don't know what they're talking about.
I just trust Shanahan, right? I trust that coaching staff and that, like, just way more than I trust the Cardinals right now. And even if you think, okay, so the Cardinals are going to be winning this whole game, I think the 49ers will keep it closer than the Saints and the Panthers, and then they can win it in the fourth quarter. So, yeah, give me the Niners by a field goal.
Niners, take the spread.
And Brock might be back, by the way.
What are you doing, John? That face.
Brock might be back. He practiced today.
Give me the Cardinals.
You're delusional.
Give me the
John's
Cardinals.
just going to
Give me
keep
Kyler-
falling
give me-
further behind.
It's fine. That's fine. Give me Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison. And yeah,
Hey, Ty, can this
Even
be
if-
our Patriots game this week, bro?
even if Brock's
yeah,
back.
let's do it. It is. Look,
Even if Brock's back, don't care.
Hey, this is our
What if
Patriots
it
game this
is?
week, John.
Give me the Cardinals. Give me the
Jonathan,
Cardinals. Dude.
John, I'll give you $1,000 if the Cardinals win this game.
That's how you don't have to do that, bro. You don't have to
And
do
you're,
that. That's
and
crazy.
no, but you're gonna give me 1,000 when the Niners win.
I love you, dude. I love you. All right, let's go. Cowboys -1.5 against the Bears. Bears were favored.
I'm
it opened
so
up Bears 1.5.
I'm so excited in this game. I hammered Cowboys plus 1.5.
Interesting. I bet on the Bears to win, but I will not be watching. I mean, I guess I will. I gotta pick some game. I'll be here with Tim, so I guess this game is disgusting to pick from.
Why is it disgusting?
It's disgusting to pick. I'm not picking. Gun to my head. This is a gun to my head, legitimate coin flip of two of the worst teams in the NFL right
Dak Prescott, dude, their
I'm-
offense looks 1,000 times better than half the NFL right now.
now. You think the Bears go 0-3?
Yes.
You think Ben Johnson is going to go out there himself and play if he has to not go 0-3?
That wouldn't go well, but
I think the Bears win this game.
Dude, here's my biggest this is my biggest issue with Bears fans. And I'm in a dynasty league, John, and I don't know if you know this. I'm in a dynasty league with a bunch of strangers, and half of them are Bears fans and half of them are Lions fans. And the Bears fans, 5 of the 6 of them are so delusional.
yeah.
And it's like our first year with Dan Campbell, we were 3-13.
Yeah.
3-13, and they're sitting here with their brand new head coach, brand new defensive coordinator. They're getting everything set up. They're getting the culture right. They're getting the play calls down. Caleb Williams has a lot to fix, and they're expecting playoffs year one. Why?
Let me push back a little bit though, Chris. When Dan Campbell inherited the Lions, they traded the best QB we've ever had in our life. In our life, we were awful, and we were doing a complete rebuild. The Bears extended their GM, who's already been there for a couple of years, spent a ton of money in the offseason to upgrade all over the field, and brought Ben Johnson in to take them to the playoffs, not to rebuild. They're not in rebuild mode, dude. They're in win now mode. That's what they've been selling. They might not be good, but that's what they've been selling. So it's very different than when Dan Campbell took over a bad Lions team.
Yeah.
Is Ben
Give me-
Johnson the leader of men?
Give me the Bears. Give me the Bears. I think the Bears go 2-2 into the bye week, and give their fans a little bit of hope before they let them down later on in the year.
I kind of like that we
I
all
just-
have a lot of differing opinions this week.
Me too. I just think the Bears at home, like I think Caleb Williams has not been awful. He's not been great. He's missing a lot of wide open guys. But I think that Ben Johnson's going to be able to score a lot of points, and if the Giants can score as many as they just scored against the Cowboys, I think the Bears' offense is better than the Giants. I do, and so
Russell
give me the
Wilson
Bears.
is okay.
I want the
I don't-
Giants to win. I want the Giants
Russell
to win this
Wilson was
game so
saved by
bad.
Malik Neighbors catching Calvin Johnson catches 50-50 balls this past week.
Yeah, but bro, so like, and I would say Caleb Williams is less accurate.
Way less accurate for sure, but like like Ben Johnson's play calling, I think it's going to be fine. Give me the Bears.
Okay, I could be wrong.
I'm
taking the
excited to watch that
boys.
one. All right, dude. Can we just Chiefs minus 6.5 against the Giants?
Give me the Giants plus 6.5. I don't think the Chiefs know how to beat a team by more than 7.
I think the Chiefs win, but
Dude,
I'm also
I don't
with you
know
on
if
the,
that's a
on
great
the Giants.
sentence,
Yeah.
dude. I don't know if the Chiefs know how to beat a team by 7. Yeah.
It's been a while.
Oh my god, I just got chills, Ty.
You like
Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs money line and a really big game for them. And
Oh,
give me
of
the
course,
Giants
give
plus
me the
6.5.
Chiefs
But
to
I'm not-
win.
but
But
I'm
yeah,
not-
I'm with you again.
I'm not
I
betting
had I said the Giants spread last week. I'll say the Giants spread this week, and I was right. And John, you said you weren't going to pick something I was confident in, but you did, because I
Yes.
picked the Giants spread last week, and you picked the Cowboys and the bet. So yeah,
Yep.
give me the Cowboys, or sorry, give me the Giants to cover and the Chiefs to win.
Yep, same. All right, we got Lions Ravens Monday night. Line opened
Ooh.
at the Ravens -7, and then 6.5 the next day,
Can I say
and
something?
then 5, and then 4.5.
What?
And now 4. Little Monday night football action, dude. Lions at Ravens.
Yeah. Give me the Ravens.
Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, I'm not picking against the Ravens. And so like until we go into a playoff team's home and show me that we can do it, right? I'm not going to pick it. So, give me the Ravens. I think Lamar. Yeah, John, you said the heartbreaking thing he did to us 3 years ago, 2 years ago. It was brutal. Give me the Ravens in a closer game.
And give me Lamar Jackson's rushing.
2 years ago, the Lions opened up their season with full of hope against the defending Super Bowl champs on Sunday night, I believe it was Sunday Night Football, or no, it was Thursday night.
No,
it was the first game of the season.
game of the season.
Thursday night against the Kansas City Chiefs. They hung their Super Bowl banner, and the Lions went out there and belt to ass them. Belt to ass them, dude.
Didn't we win by 2?
Yeah, it was really close, but it was a physical. It was a really physical, good game. I have said all year that I think the Lions have one of the best rosters in the league. I think the Ravens do too. No Van Noy, who by the way was drafted by the Lions, and Matt Patricia threw him away, and he's like a freaking Pro Bowler for Baltimore. He's out of the game. Lions are healthy. Jared Goff was hit, I think, pressured the least amount of his entire career last week. Yes, it's the Bears, but still, that offensive line looks a lot better. I think our defense is good. I think we're going to force Lamar to throw, and I think Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph and Arnold and Reed can cover Flowers and Bateman. And the only way I think they beat us is if Lamar runs for 50 plus and Henry runs for 150 plus, and our run defense is very good. Give me the Lions. Give me the Lions.
All right.
Hey,
This is the one where I
once
hope
again,
you're
John,
right.
your confidence last week saying that we win by 10, your confidence this week thinking that we can beat the Ravens, I appreciate it. I love it, dude.
For sure.
Give me the Lions. Let's go. I'm not putting that in our parlay, guys. Don't worry. Okay, so here's the deal. We are going to Ty. Why don't you? We got about 10 to 12 minutes here to wrap up and do our segment as well, presented by Underdog. We'll do that in a second. Tyler, go ahead and share your Don't Overthink It parlay for the folks. It hit last week, by the way. I think it was plus 490 or plus 500. I put a decent amount on it. Well done.
Yeah, thank you, Ty. I won
What's
$27.
your don't overthink it parlay this week, Ty?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Don't Overthink It parlay this week is a total of 6 teams. These are 6 teams that I would be incredibly shocked if, I would be devastated, inebriated, confiscated if one of these teams loses. The Bills, Buccaneers, Packers, Falcons over the Panthers,
the Seahawks over the Saints, and the Chiefs over the Giants. The Chiefs are not going 0-3. They're going to beat the Giants. Plus 322.
Can you say it one more time, Si?
Bills, Bucks, Packs, Falcons, Seahawks, Chiefs. I left the Ravens out of there because I do think we can win that game. Because of how good our team is. But these teams, like, these are just better teams. The Bills are infinitely better than the Dolphins. The Buccaneers are infinitely better than the Jets. The Packers are infinitely better than the Browns right now. The Falcons are infinitely better than the Panthers. Panthers one of the worst teams in the league, and they just beat the Vikings, who, you know, their defense is incredible. Seahawks infinitely better than the Saints. Saints one of the worst teams in the league, and of course the Chiefs are not going 0-3. It's not happening. So the Giants, not happening.
All right, we tailed.
I tailed too, but
Let's do our spread picks here.
Yep.
We each pick one.
All right, we each pick one. John, you want to go first?
Dolphins plus 12.5. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah, I will go first though. I will go first. Give me the Bucks -7.
Okay, I like that.
wait, what?
The Bucks -7.
Yeah, Buccaneers -7.
Uh-oh. Got it.
Okay, I'll go next. Give me the Falcons -5.
Oh man, he's
Okay,
giving
or
up.
5.5. Or 5.5.
Yeah, or 5.5. Yeah.
He's giving up, dude. I just feel bad. Dude. You used to be a Panthers guy.
Sorry. Come on, man. I'm realistic.
John said he didn't like that one. I don't want to do that. Are you guys okay with? I don't want. Bengals. God.
Ooh, do it. Do it.
There's so many good ones.
Titans plus 4.5 Colts.
Sure.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, guys, that's Buccaneers -7. That's Falcons -5.5. That's Titans plus 4.5. That gets you to plus 573.
All right, I'll do 1.5 on this. And then we're doing our underdog section segment, right?
Guys, right now you can download Underdog. You can click the link in my chat and Ty's chat, !underdog. It'll take you right to their site. It's very, very user-friendly, easy to use. You can use code Blevins Bros. Play $5, get $50. That's pretty crazy. They take a lot of different forms of payment. They're very easy to do. Again, play $5, get $50. Use code Blevins Bros. Let us know if you end up doing that. And the cool thing about Underdog is it's player prop stuff. So it shows you how many people have made the picks. They've got hires and lowers. There's a program on there, refer a friend, get $10 as well. There's rescues, get money back from injured players if they get injured throughout that game. And so again, you're looking, if you pull it up, I don't know if you can see it on my phone here. Well, I'm not even gonna try because the camera won't show it, but it's got, James Cook, higher or lower than 68.5 rushing yards. Josh Allen, higher or lower than 235.5 passing yards. Tyreek Hill, these are all for just tomorrow. Tyreek Hill, higher or lower than 64.5 receiving yards. Tua Tagovailoa, higher or lower than 233.5 passing yards. And they've got all of the games. And they've got actually the WNBA, MLB, FIFA, college football, tennis, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, esports, Valorant, Ryder Cup, basketball. I mean, you name it, you can have some fun on here. So check it out. It's a ton of fun. And we might do there's some other things that we might be doing here over the next few weeks. But brand new sponsor of the Blevins Pro Sports Show. And we're each going to pick a play here.
Love it.
Each going to pick a play. And it can be from any of the games, guys. It doesn't have to be tomorrow. But it can.
Yeah, I'm going to take Josh Jacobs over 1 touchdown.
Higher than 1 touchdown. Wait, where is that one?
Higher than 1. Yeah, higher.
Looking for the game.
Got it.
No, it should be in the hot, John. It's in the popular.
Yep.
And by the way, Ty, that's good. It's actually a rushing or reception touchdown. So just a tutty.
Yep.
And it has the it in there. So higher is 0.83x back, lower will be 1.09x back. So Ty's got Josh Jacobs to get in the end zone.
Love it.
Chris?
I like that one. You said it doesn't have to be a touchdown, right, John?
No,
It
yeah,
does
it could
not.
be
Nope.
one of the yards. Yep. Player
Yep.
prop.
Dude, do you guys know how many receptions A-Chain already has?
I do not. I do not have that up.
Dude, you ready for this? He's like their whole passing offense right now.
Yeah.
Receiving yards right now is higher or lower than 38.5.
His receptions are 5.5 right now, higher or lower.
You guys ready?
Yep.
In game 1. Oh, it's only giving me rushing. Oh yeah.
You can bet it. You can bet. You can, dude. You can pick his rushing
He
attempts.
had 8
Chris.
receptions against the Patriots.
And it's higher or lower than 5.5 right now.
Yeah. They're gonna have to get him the ball in space.
They are.
God, I like that one.
Say it with your chest, dude. Say it with your chest.
All right. A-Chain over 5.5 receptions.
All right, took it.
Higher.
All right. Let's go.
Give me higher.
Let's go to Monday Night Football.
Oh, dang, John's going Lions.
Yeah.
Let's go Monday Night Football.
This is
ladies and
classic
gentlemen.
JB.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You're telling me JMO, who had 2 catches for 110 yards, and they targeted him more than that. You're telling me he ain't getting 49.5? Come on,
Alright.
dude.
I'll
Give
go
me
higher.
JMO higher than 49.5 receiving yards.
I love it.
All right, so that's Ty's got Achane.
Jacobs touchdown.
Josh Jacobs touchdown. Chris has Achane higher than 5.5 receptions, and I'm on Jamison Williams higher than 49.5 receiving yards.
All right.
That gets you the standard is 4.98x currently as it stands right now.
Let's do it.
Dude, I'll do a splashy splash.
Split splash.
I love that, guys.
We will share that on social media as well. Huge shout out to Underdog.
Yeah, that is
Again,
our
new
underdog play of the week.
Play $5, get 50. Use code Blevins Bros. Shout out to y'all, guys. Great sports show tonight. My favorite one of the year so far. Vibes were immaculate.
It's been a blast, man.
Chat was great, and man, they're a lot nicer when the Lions win, huh? I mean,
Yeah.
my goodness. Let's get
Feels
a dub
better.
on Monday night, guys. Make sure you follow the YouTube exclamation point Sports Show and my Twitch and Ty's Twitch. Again, exclamation point Underdog if you want to see that link as well. And we're going to be posting our clips here over the next few days. I'll be live tomorrow. Ty, you live tomorrow?
Yes. I'll be live tomorrow.
Yep. And we have shared chat, so I just shared the link right there, and so did Mitch. Thank you, Mitch. Great show tonight, guys. Good luck to your favorite teams.
Love you, boys.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
Take care of each
Tell
other.
them, Chris, take care of each other. Love it.
Come on now, baby. Bye.